This is Tom Bramiana with CJ Brown, and I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm on I-10 in Sorrento, and I wanted to touch base with you on flood insurance. Flood insurance, guys. Oh my goodness. If you don't need to carry flood insurance where you're at, you are blessed. But you probably have fire or some other catastrophe. Anyway, flood insurance is this. At one time, there was 4 of them: A, B, C, and X. A, of course, you needed flood insurance. It was in the flood zone. Then you had B, which was actually, I don't know why they had that. It was a 50-year. You had C, which was a 100-year, and then X, which was a 500-year. Now, we know how long the Federal Emergency Management Agency has been around. So, how do they determine 500-year? Obviously off of records, but obviously a lot of these areas haven't been mapped out, 500 years ago to determine what areas flooded or not, unless Ponce de Leon found it, right? So, anyway, or Lewis and Clark, whoever. So anyway, flood insurance. You don't have flood insurance on your house because your mortgage company said you don't need it. Get it anyway, guys. If you don't have flood insurance, get it. You're probably looking at $250 a year, and number one, you're protected. That's a no-brainer. Second, if you ever will have to have flood insurance in the future because you are no longer determined in a non-flood zone, then you'll get grandfathered in. So the same cost for flood insurance is going to roll over. If you have to get a new policy when you're determined an AE, which does require flood insurance, guess what? It's going to cost you hundreds more. Now, what could cost you thousands of dollars? Now you have a house that's never had an elevation. Say it's 25, 30 years old. You don't know where the elevation is for the house, which basically means you don't know where to find what the lowest grade of your slab is or your air conditioning unit. Now, somebody who's buying the house, the agency, their insurance agent says, look, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you need to have flood insurance on your house, so give us an elevation certificate and we'll get it going. However, if you don't have one, they'll go ahead and just give you flood insurance. And they will, gladly. It'll be about $1,200 to $2,000 when it should have only been maybe $300 to $400. So, elevation certificates are given by an engineer only. You get with an engineer, you tell them I want you to shoot a grade on my house, you write them a check for $350, $500, depending on the variable elevations of your slab or the complications of your slab, and then boom, you've got an elevation certificate. You can provide that to your flood insurance agent and they can go ahead and get that to you. Now, oh man, why is this so important? Well, let's see. Flood areas and zones are changing. FEMA they amend their maps, and what has been determined flood required at one time was not. So, please, if you're going to call me and want me to list your house, and you think your house is in a flood zone, and you do not have an elevation certificate, do get one. If you need an engineer that can help you, I can, give you a couple of recommendations. But this is of utmost importance, and it will help you sell your house. If you don't have it, it could be matter of fact, it could be a wall for any buyer that's looking. This is Tom Bramiana with CJ Brown in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You can always email me at ptbproperties@hotmail.com or visit my website at tombahama-mama.com. Y'all have a great day.